You finally read good old Lolita then, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
We bought this in the store a long time ago, and you tried to like sneak out without having the cover visible to the
Yes, I tried buying 3 books and I put it on the bottom or like in the middle or something, just so like because it's a weird one. And the guy
is in the middle, like, oh, how did that get in there? I guess I'll take it.
the guy gives it back with this one on top. Like, you know what you're doing.
People expect to know.
Well, it'd be nice if it were a good book.
Oh.
The issue is, like, obviously it's morally repugnant, like, what this guy's doing in there. But also, I'm bored. I'm so bored by this book. Like, if it were interesting, I would maybe give it a yeah, but basically, this guy... You want to guess his name? Right, he's a very good-looking guy from the UK, and he goes over to the States. He teaches, like, French literature, or is studying French literature and stuff like that. You want to guess what his name is?
Johnny Wilkinson?
Frenchman?
Humbert. Sometimes Edgar Humbert.
Okay.
Somehow, yeah. Yeah, so he, like, moves into a place, and then wasn't going to move into a place until he saw that there's, like, a 12-year-old girl there who looks really, really enticing. Yeah. He calls all, like, cute little girls nymphettes, and that's not great.
Sorry, which perspective is the book actually written from?
It's from the main guy.
Oh,
Humbert.
God.
Yeah, no, it's repugnant.
I saw a post online recently that said he specifically asked not to have any children printed on the cover of his books.
Well, half of them do.
Anyway. Yeah.
We looked at us on cover and some of them are like...
Some of them actually just, like, have their tops off.
Well, apparently while he was alive, they didn't, and then once he died, they immediately printed all the books with, like, young girls on them.
So, there is the debate that, like, some people are saying, like, it's really promoting, like, pedophilia in a way. It's not. I don't think that that's it at all. Because it starts off with a foreword saying, like, this guy goes to jail, but he has a heart attack before he has his court case. Like, he's been arrested. Even he, at the end of the book, goes through a little bit of, like, okay, I did some really crappy stuff. Yeah. Sorry, you don't have to bleep that.
It's totally unnecessary to put this cover,
though. No, the cover's totally, disgusting.
That's disgraceful.
Like, it's a 12-year-old girl, basically, on this cover, and then she has a dress with it kind of hanging down a little bit, just for the listeners. And so you can sort of see down.
This might be from the movie, to be fair.
You say that, yeah.
Which, I've seen, like, the movies, the one with Jeremy Irons playing the...
Oh, Jeremy Irons. Interesting.
The movie is very creepy and everything. It is as creepy as the book is.
Okay. So, the book, it says you didn't like it that much. Is the book itself getting down the gutter?
The book itself gets it down the gutter.
Comprehensible theme?
Yeah, why not? So, I will say this. It's a book, I think, that absolutely can be studied for its psychological aspect. I think that... So, there were a few chapters, I'm like, I don't actually understand what's going on, so I looked up a synopsis, and then at the end of the synopsis, it had an analysis, and I'm like, I missed a lot of this. So there's so much to analyze. Like, there's apparent... Like, I didn't get this, but in one chapter, there's lots of comparisons to butterflies and stuff. So, like, how she is, like, metamorphosing into, like, an adult and things like that.
Okay.
It's a lot of details that I missed, most likely. But I didn't care. It's the major issue. So the first part, he, like, marries the woman who's the mother of this girl. And he thinks of ways to basically kill this woman. So that he can then have this girl as, like, the daughter, but also love her, hopefully, in the future. He does not kill the woman because he's like, I cannot bring myself to do this.
Because it would be morally reprehensible.
Yes. And eventually, like, she finds out, like, from his diary that he's into her daughter. So she writes letters and goes to mail them off, like, this guy has to be figured out. And she gets hit by a car and dies. So those letters do not get anywhere. He rips them up and then takes the girl on a long road trip. That's where I'm like, okay, this is picking up a little bit because there's something happening now. And then the road trip happens, and it then gets boring again. Yes. So she's 12. He's like in his late 30s. They do have sex. He does rape her. It's... yeah. Over maybe like a 2-year period. Something like that.
God.
1 or 2 year period.
That's heavy.
It's a very disgusting book. So there's that part. On top of being boring, I'm just like, this... for how slow it is, you have to spend more time going through it.
Yeah.
And so you really feel how terrible this is. Which might be part of what the author wanted. Which could make this, like, for some people, like, it, as a book that should be studied. So it's a down the gutter for me because I didn't enjoy any aspect of it. I was just like, just please be over. Please, something happen.
Point.
Maybe. It might be the point. So, I do take that perspective. I just didn't... On top of it not being fun, it was also just not fun.
Yeah.
I mean, who was the book written for, do you reckon?
I have no idea. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's really just like a warning in a way. So she's also a brat.
No, you don't victim
No, there's no victim blaming here. There's no victim blaming here. But you also don't connect with her. You're not like, throughout this, obviously you want this to stop, but you're also like, I don't enjoy, I'm not
rooting for
anybody.
Yeah.
Like, he obviously spoils her and makes things worse and worse, and then she wants to escape because...
yeah.
Obviously, and he's overbearing, and he also controls every aspect of her life, who she's allowed to be around. He's super controlling, super jealous. So she eventually does sort of escape. She gets sick, goes to the hospital, and is picked up by this other person who was from a town that was basically following them. From the town that they were at before, following them for several miles. And then he takes her. I think she's just 13 at this time, also does stuff to her. Yeah, we don't learn about that until the very end of the book. There's like a good 100 pages that nothing really happens.
How long is the book?
300 pages.
Okay.
So there's a little bit, like, for 50 pages where it gets interesting, and then you have, like, 100 pages of them just traveling the country, and there's just... we went to this place, and this place, and this place, and we picked up this book, and this book, and this book.
So
okay, nothing happens in a lot of it.
Was it powerful? Like,
yeah.
Is it...
yeah.
Would you recommend it even though you didn't enjoy it, I guess is what I'm asking.
I think that as a psychological look, a look into someone's psychology who is like this, yeah, I think it has a lot there to study, but I would look at it more from an academic standpoint than as someone who's just reading it for a podcast.
Of course.
I get. Yeah, the question there is it just what's the terminology for this? Like the little matchstick girl, where it's just you're reading something because it's so tragic, and you're thinking, that's wonderful. I think it's a trauma porn or something like that. Is it just trauma porn, or is this actually a psychological portrayal of a particular?
It does
individual?
feel like it might be more of a psychological portrayal because we do get to see his psychology throughout and what he thinks, and it's all from his perspective and how he is with it, controlling. And
is there any judgment from the author though?
I think the author doesn't necessarily. Okay. I mean, he doesn't end up winning.
No, but he doesn't
so,
exactly lose either. Like, it's a very easy outcome.
Kind of.
I guess what I
so,
mean...
like, the last 50, 70 pages, like, she's not in the story, basically.
Okay.
Because she's been taken. And he goes looking for her, and then gets a letter from her that she's pregnant, but she's also 17 at this time. I don't know what the age of consent was back in the 50s. But she is with somebody who is not any of those older people who took her. She's with someone that she met at a diner while she was working and just washing dishes and fell in love and like actually is with somebody. So she kind of gets a good ending to an extent. Our main character, Humbert, does not. So I think there's that part to it that's important. There's also, like, he even says, like, a maniac has taken her childhood from her. So
that's judgmental.
there is judgment to an extent, but that's after she is pregnant, his eyes start opening. He was going to go kill, basically, the husband. Doesn't, realizing that she's happy and that the other guy is actually decent to her.
Yeah.
But you can't really expect much. Then found out that she was taken to like a farm and played with a lot by someone else. So he goes and kills that person.
Okay.
But that's where it's really weird, and I think that might be my favorite chapter, was him killing this guy who's just like... He's not even like taking it seriously. He's like, I'm just going to play some music. You got a gun there? All right. Play some music. And then he's like, he gets shot, and he's like, can you stop that?
Oh, wow.
Just, what are you doing? Then kills him, and then the other people from that farm like show up, and they're like, oh, you killed him. It's going to happen sometime or another.
Wow.
Want a drink? Like, zero interest. So he leaves, and then our main character drives on the wrong side of the road, gets arrested, goes to jail. I don't know, like, he was supposed to have a court case. Throughout the book, he does mention, like, talking to the jury. He never gets there, but he's at least writing, like, what he would say to the jury.
Okay.
But at the end, he's like, yeah, it's pretty reprehensible. So I at least took out another pedophile.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Sounds pretty rough.
It's not a fun one in any way you look at it. But yeah, it just was a slog. That's the reason it goes down the gutter for me. If it weren't a slog, I think that it would get a yeah with a lot of asterisks by it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, not cool.
I'm kind of happy now. My book had kittens.
Yeah, exactly.
Your book had...
Terrible things happened to the kittens, but at least they were there.
I think she might have been called Kitten once.
Oh my god!
No. Carla, what do you want to say?
No, there is a thing that I would say, because there is a book that is called Reading Lolita in Tehran. We talked about this, I think. No?
We might have... We were very tired.
Yes.
It was like 3 a.m. or something.
It's about, like, the Iranian Revolution. And
yes, I remember
this
now.
teacher wrote this book, and she's a literature teacher, and she talks about how... The whole story is that because after the revolution, a very... radical, very Islamic party went in power, and a lot of rights for women were taken away. A lot of books were banned, and one of those books was Lolita. She, with all of her students, especially a girl student, had hiding from everybody, having classes, teaching literature. One of these books was Lolita, and the point is, you need to know what to protect yourself from. And these books are banned for you not to know what to protect yourself from. So there is this point of view, I think, that is probably a positive in favor of the book. Is like, this is a book, for some people, it's a warning.
Yeah, okay, fair.
This sort of behaviors.
I would say, yeah, don't ever ban a book. This book does need some sort of warning on it, though.
For sure.
A warning, and maybe not that cover.
Definitely not this cover. You wonder why I might have brought it in a bag, so that nobody would see that cover. I do not read this book in public. Yeah.
I mean, it's a paperback. You can tear the cover off.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah. Where it says Lolita, and then Lolita.
And it starts to get dodgy after a while,
Then
actually.
Lolita again.
Yeah.
Redacted.
Lolita's also the first thing here.
Oh.
I did have two things, though, that did make me kind of laugh. Dean, I had told you one of these. So, the one to I'm restricted these days, despite my lawyer's favors, is a good example of the inane... okay. So they have the selection of books in prison libraries. They have the Bible, of course, and Dickens.
Of course.
Yep.
Keep calm and read your Dickens.
Yep. Also, there's one in here that he's talking to one of the other students from this girls' academy, and where does she say it? Because he knows about French literature, she says, "Do tell me about Balzac, sir." Spelling it Ball and Zac name instead of Balzac.
So the only good parts were the parts where they mentioned better authors.
There are mentions of a lot of better authors in this. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's very You can tell that this author is very well read because there's lots of references to other classics.
I actually enjoyed that when that happens in books. So I'm going to do another Dickens, but first I'll mention